Hey, first grade, Miss Arsenal here with my daughter Avery. We are going to be doing volleying and striking. What you will need for today's lesson is a balloon. This is a 12-inch balloon. It's only blown up about halfway, not completely full. It's a little bit larger than the palm of her hand, maybe like 1.5 to 2 times the width or the length of her hand. And I'm going to be using a ball that's about the same size, maybe a little bit larger. And both of these objects are soft. Okay, we're going to work on volleying and striking with our hands. And then in addition, you will need a paddle or a racket of some sort. We're going to be using the tennis racket and this paddle that we created with a paper plate and a ruler taped to the back of it. If you don't have either, you can also use a folder or a tablet or even a pillow when we get to the paddle portion of today's lesson. Okay, ready, Avery? So the first thing we're going to do is a game of keep it up. You're going to take whichever object you have and you're going to try to tap it in the air, keeping it off of the ground as long as you can. Now, I was just telling Avery that the key to controlling the object is to make a flat surface that's parallel to the ground and keep that surface parallel to the ground. When the ball or the balloon or the object comes to your hand, you're just going to gently lift your hand up. It's not forceful because then the plane or the direction of your palm changes and then the object floats in a direction other than straight up. Okay, so for right now, we're just going to practice striking your balloon up in the air. Okay, ready, go. And you don't have to just use one hand. You can use both hands, but one hand at a time. Try to keep your palm as straight as you can. Okay, so you get it, Avery? Yes. Okay, so now we're going to challenge ourselves and see, actually count how many times we can keep the object up or floating in the air. And I'm going to switch to a balloon. This ball is a little bit heavier than I would like. No, that's too heavy for you. Okay, ready? Go. 1, 2, count. 3, 8, 9. I'm at 10. Avery dropped her balloon. She's just picked it back up and started over again. 7, 8. I lost track. I think I'm at 18. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. At 30. Keep your eyes on the ball or the balloon. That is key. Eyes on the balloon and palm flat facing up. Okay, next thing we're going to do is called Bullseye. So we're going to be creating a target for our balloon to land on. Once I tried a basket, but that was a little too challenging. It was a little too high. Another time I tried a folder. This was a lot easier because it was a flat surface. Another thing that we could use is a pillow. As you can see, the pillow is larger than the folder. So which do you think would be an easier target? The pillow would be easier because it's a larger object for you to aim for. So you can put the pillow here. And first we need to talk about serving. We're both going to aim for the pillow. When we serve, we're using an underhanded serve today. When you serve, you're going to want to serve or hit the object with a fist. So you're going to want to make a fist with your hand. Put your thumb on the side of your fist. Right now I can rotate my wrist so it's unlocked. When I'm ready to serve, I'm going to lock my wrist and then I'm going to hit the balloon, with this part of my hand, okay? With this non-throwing, non-serving hands, I'm gonna just make a shelf, kind of like I used just now for keep it up, and I'm going to just lay or place the balloon on the shelf until I'm ready to serve. I'm gonna hold the shelf in front of my body. My chest is going to face my target, which right now is going to be the pillow. When I'm ready to serve, I'm going to step forward with my non-dominant or my non-serving side. And I'm going to swing my arm back behind my body, bring it forward, and just before I strike the balloon, I'm going to remove the shelf from underneath. Remove the shelf. So it's not a toss, it's just a release or a drop. Okay, ready, Avery? So we're gonna stand over here because that's your target. Okay, make your shelf and serve. Okay, retrieve your balloon and try again. Doesn't matter. Remember to keep your shelf in place. Don't lift it up. Just let it go. Very good. Okay, now our last challenge is called paddle it up. Just like keep it up where we use the palm of our hand, but now we get to use our paddle. So we're choosing our paddles. Avery's using the plate and the ruler paddle. I'm using the racket, and we're just going to practice paddling. Now, consider the paddle an extension of your hand. Just like my hand, I kept my palm facing up. I'm not going to tilt it or spin it. I made small movements, not big ones, okay? Because if I make a big movement, now my racket is not facing up, it's facing to the side, okay? So we're going to just try to keep the balloon up using our racket. Gentle taps touch the racket. Not a hit, just a tap. It's not as hard, okay? You want to be in control. You don't want the balloon or the ball to control you. Okay, catch your balloon. And now we are going to count how many times we can strike the balloon with our paddles without it touching the ground. Okay? You keep count of yours. You can count out loud and I'll count to myself. Ready? Go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm at 20. Okay, we bumped into each other. I think I got to 42. 42. Okay. To 39. Very good. Okay, boys and girls, so that ends our lesson for today. Remember, what you'll need is a balloon or a beach ball or ball, a softball about the size of a balloon, no larger than 12 inches. You'll also need a racket, a tennis racket if you have it. If you do not, you can make a racket with a paper plate and a ruler. If you don't have the things to make the racket, remember you can also use a tablet or a folder, or even we could use a folder, or we could have even used the pillow as our racket. Keep your eyes on your balloon, that is the key, and make a paddle with your palm facing the ceiling and gentle movements. Okay, see you later. Have fun. Bye-bye.